If my homie hit you, best believe me, I'ma follow up. Chasing at the commas, fuck you pay me, nigga, run it up. The hottest in my bracket, but they tell me that I'm coming up. And money calling on my two-way. Double up, double up, double up. Run it up, double up, double up.
What's up, everybody? You are now tuned in to Cap Couch. My name is Judah Lionhearted.
My name is Devain Indigo. My name is Blue Machina.
And today's topic, we're going to be talking about the one and only Fury versus Wilder fight. You know, I know y'all seen that. You know what I mean? Some people probably had a little controversial opinions. Yeah, I know. And I mean, I ain't going to say he made us look bad, but
no, he ain't made us look bad.
I'm proud of Wilder.
Yeah.
But I think it was controversial, like my opinions. I just going to start out saying my opinion about the fight real quick. I believe that, yeah, man, like, Fury, like, really gave Wilder a cheap shot. And I don't care what nobody say. Like, me personally, like, I think when Fury punched Wilder in the back of the ear, yes, he punched him in the back of the ear, head twice. I think, like, the ref should have called that or something, you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, that was the straight determining factor of the entire, you know, fight, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, when Fury punched Wilder in the back of the head, he basically gave Wilder, like, a minor concussion, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's why, like, that's a weak point, you know what I mean?
No, like, listen, look, I didn't even see the fight, right? But, like, when I typed in YouTube, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, like I say, the first video, or first or second video, right? It's showing him punching Deontay Wilder in the back of his head.
Right.
You understand me? So it's like, why no points was taken off? Why, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what was that, like a minor concussion? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hit him in the back of his head. Of course he gonna be out of it most of the damn rounds. Like,
well, I'm gonna say this, right? I saw the fight. And we had this debate after the fight. You saw two
hit him in the back of his fucking head.
Because he did.
He hit him in his ear, but look,
no.
he threw a two-piece.
He did him like
in the back of the fucking head.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, that was the back of his head, bro.
When you watch the fight in round 3, when Wilder get punched in his ear, it's a result of a two-piece. So when you watch the fight, even we put it in slow motion a bunch of times, he didn't punch Wilder in the ear on purpose. He threw a two-piece, and Wilder tried to throw a punch, and then John rolled off his shoulder and hit him in the ear. After that, the fight was over before that. The fight was over in the second round, but people don't want to talk about it. The fight was over when Wilder, he used to fight in a certain type of way. He used to be in the bully in the ring. Everybody he fight usually be smaller than him, and he usually hit harder. So he usually chasing the fighter down the ring. This the first fight he'd been in when he was backed up, and he kept trying to throw that overhand right, and it wasn't effective. When he saw that, he kind of lost faith in himself and kept trying to throw it. When he saw it wasn't working, that's the only thing he was doing. He wasn't even defending himself. So after the second round, you can already tell. And then he promised he would knock him out in the second round. You got to think about how it felt to be Wilder. He like, damn, I still ain't knock him out. And then the round almost over. Like what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep trying to throw that overhand right. It didn't work. After round 3, when he got punched in the air, which I still think it was by accident. I don't think he intentionally punched that man in the back of the air. It just went. It just went downhill from there.
Me personally, I think he intentionally punched that man.
I don't believe that.
He did him.
Boom! That's the one I was talking about.
What's that? That's dirty.
You think he did that on purpose?
What? His head was right there.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
He
hit him in the back of his fucking head.
And the ref was right there.
Back of the head. You even held the head.
See, he's right there.
Look. I don't believe that. That's cat. He threw a two-piece, boom, boom, and it's the second one just so happened to hit him in the air. And like I say, the reason why I don't think he did it on purpose is because if Wilder was defending himself, he kept his head up, and he wasn't flinching. How can he get hit in the ear? Unless Fury was on a pivot and hit him on the side. He didn't. He went straight at him. Wilder had his head down. trying to throw a punch to get him back up, and when his head was down, that's why it came off his shoulder first and then went into his ear. And I don't think he was like, oh, let me hit the ear. Boom, he threw a 2-piece. The first one hit him. Wilder tried to throw a punch, and it went right over. He threw a punch like this. So I don't see how I'm gonna try to punch you in the ear on purpose if you already threw a punch.
All right, so look,
and then just hit him like that.
Like, all right, bang. All right, so let's talk about that part, right?
Right.
So like, obviously, Fury wanted to do a 2-piece, right? But in the midst of the 2-piece, Wilder tried to throw a stiff jab just to keep him off of him, right? But you know, obviously, it came out a little weak.
Mm-hmm.
But like Fury being the bigger dude, right? You have a height advantage, so you can see his shit coming.
He
right?
like 2 inches big, right?
Yeah, like you can see it coming. So like, I'm not a tall dude, but like, you know, if you're a tall dude, you should know like if a short dude throw a stiff jab at you or something, you can like, cause it wasn't like he 1-2. It was like 1-2.
No, that's
you feel
exactly
me?
how it was.
No,
It wasn't 2-piece.
It was like 1-2.
1-2.
But it's,
and in the middle of that 2, Wilder was already throwing a punch. So
But
it was
like,
3 punches thrown at the same time. It was 1-2-1.
No matter what, like if it's accident or on purpose,
Right.
ref should have called it though.
Right.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like
because it's almost like, you know, when like certain fighters they go to do the hook, but when they do the hook they throw their elbow out and hit you in the face with the elbow,
and then give him a
It's a
cut
very-
throughout the whole
But
fight.
look.
joint, like-
Imagine if y'all two is the opponents, right? And y'all boxing in the ring. If I'm on the other side of that, I can't tell you got punched in the ear.
Right.
That's where the ref was standing at.
Oh, look. We seen where ref was. Ref seen it. We seen where ref was. Well, go back. We seen where ref was.
They
He's right
punch his
there.
box.
He
You know what I'm
looking. He looking directly at him. He's where it happened. At the ref.
Right, that's what
He
I'm
ain't
saying.
say
It's
shit.
dirty.
Look.
It's a dirty punch.
So everything else that he did dirty, like when he kept trying to hold him and still was hitting him.
You ain't see him right there. He just ruined his kidney. That's weird.
That you can't do
You
that.
can't.
He called it. He told him I'm gonna take a point off.
Now he want to take points. He want to do his job now.
But the fight was already over. Even if nothing dirty happened in the fight, if you watch the fight play by play, Wilder was running the whole time. He wasn't even on the defensive. Now it would make sense if he was on the defensive and going back, but he was going back the entire fight, and he wasn't even defending himself. Like that's what I'm saying. Like imagine if you just letting somebody punch on you. How you gonna win that fight?
But like,
if you keep trying to throw the same overhand right, and I already know it's coming because I already fought you.
Right.
You
Like-
was gonna lose that fight.
Like the reason why, like first of all, like Wilder had to bag up because first of all he fighting a dude. The dude fucking was like what 273, like a goddamn almost the same weight of a bear, right? So it's like, you know, Fury's game plan was obviously to cut Wilder off in the ring, apply pressure, and use his weight. You know, everybody know he wanted to throw his weight on
Which
him
is
to make him pick up his
that's
weight.
It's a
But like,
tactic,
it's a
and it worked.
tactic. But I don't want nobody sit here and try to make it seem like Fury is like this, like he's a real
Genius, bro.
boxer.
Yeah.
Like he's not like fucking Roy Jones Jr. level,
Hell
not
no.
like Floyd level, not like Muhammad Ali level. Like he's not no world knockout artist.
We,
he had to
we
use
pretty much watched 2 big niggas slug it out with
Slug
no
it out.
real
Basically,
technique. Basically,
right.
it wasn't even really a
Right.
fight. It was just.
But
2
one thing I can say
heavyweights.
about Wilder do know how to throw a punch, even if it is just a lucky right hand, whatever. But like, you know what I mean? Like I felt like you can't really blame Wilder, like for one to just
Wilder, he got good as footwork. Like
Right.
his stance is solid. It's
right.
solid.
Like
That's
for
what-
it's,
yes, it
it's,
is.
It's solid
What?
for throwing right hands and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
Bro.
only. It's only effective for that one punch.
Bro, like if you see him in the gym training, hitting doing the pad work,
Mhm.
like when he hit them Jones pop, pop, pop. Them Jones pop.
Yeah, but that's a standing still target. That's not
No.
because you never see him do
It
that
shows
in a
you.
fight.
It shows you the input of your power,
Right.
at the end of your power.
Right.
When the Bull Fury was punching, that shit sounded like he was throwing moves.
But you said his footwork is on the beam.
Yeah.
But that's your footwork got to be on the beam if you can move. His footwork is on the beam when he hitting a still target. That's why he don't never do that in no fight.
Like
he has to. That's why he's knocking people.
I guess
He's
that-
only, but you gotta remember
Nah, that's
every
what you
time,
tryna say,
every
like-
time Wilder knocked somebody out, is because he cut them off. They got scared, and then he hit them with that when he's standing still. When he got a still target, like for example, remember when Floyd fought what's his name, Ricky Hatton, and Ricky Hatton was against the ropes, and Floyd was against the rope. What he do? He flipped that shit, hit him with an uppercut, and put him against the rope. That's footwork.
So
When Muhammad Ali boop 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 and switch feet and then hit you and put you against the rope, that's footwork. Footwork is not when you standing still using your power. What you mean is say he got power plant legs, meaning he can generate a lot of energy
he
from
not
his
using-
feet
he not-
and then
yeah.
release it, but he don't got good
like he
footwork.
not use his legs. To
He know how to use
power.
to get power.
And
Another thing I want to say about the whole Wilder thing, right, is we all seen him get punched in the ear. We all seen him lose his equilibrium. But I think the funny thing about the whole thing is that when he talked about why he lost the fight, this man said that his legs was weak because of his outfit that he wore before the fight.
wait, what?
I say cat.
Wait,
I say cat.
Who said that?
Look, Wilder said his legs was weak because of his outfit that he had on before the fight. You know that
I thought he said he was going through some things. Prior to
during the fight, after the fight, right? Like when they was doing the interview, he said he was going through some things and his legs was weak. When they asked him again, this man said that Megatron outfit that he had on, he said that added too much weight. It looked like Megatron. That Megatron outfit he had on, he said that
It's too much weight.
he said it was too much weight and it affected his legs. First of all,
Yeah, that's
you only had that thing on for like 2 minutes because you only had it on from you.
It's not like he was fighting
behind the
with it.
stage and then up into the stage. And then when you even watch the beginning of the fight, he looked nervous. He looked
both was nervous.
Everybody
They both
nervous because you know.
Yeah,
it's a
we
championship.
talking about a championship
Yeah,
fight,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
like-
don't cap. Like you lost the fight, take it out and do
Nah.
better.
Do a rematch.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah,
He's
nah,
saying he trying to.
Not
Yeah, he used that as his excuse, but then he was like he trying to do use all his power to do the 3-peat. But I think like from me watching the fight, Wilder looked like, all right, I didn't necessarily train to fight my opponent. I just trained to be a boxer. So when he did whatever he tried to do and it didn't work, you start seeing him lose faith in himself after the first round. That's why I say by the time he got to the second round, you already could tell he was losing the fight. It just so happened his
I think the
equilibrium
fight was
losing.
lost on the third round because like I said, when Fury hit
Mhm.
Wilder in the back of the ear, you know what I mean? He had little minor concussions.
Hold up, he licked him in his neck, up and down his neck.
That's freaky.
Like he licked him, like up and down his erogenous zone.
That's disgusting.
And not only did he lick it, he flicked his tongue on some weird shit. He said,
Yeah.
like he did
What the
weird-
fuck?
weird as hell.
That's disgusting. I understand he like, oh, I want blood and all that, but like that's motherfucking.
You can lick it off the
metaphorically
glove, you know what I'm
speaking,
saying?
like
You
yeah,
don't
like
lick it off the bowl.
no, you don't lick it. Period. That's disgusting.
So at the end of the day, you won the fight, but you licked the nigga before you won the fight. You licking niggas.
Like that's disgusting. Like what
ta-
kind of
like,
weird
yo,
shit is
you,
that?
You tasted a man, so I'm pretty sure you wouldn't mind putting a slide in your mouth.
Nigga free.
Nigga, free dog. I ain't like that.
No, wait,
I'm like,
no,
that's-
wait,
that's
wait,
too much.
wait. You licked the nigga on his neck and his erogenous zone. You know what erogenous mean?
Yeah.
What's up with these niggas
You
named
turn-
Tyson biting ears? No, I'm
Putting
fucking.
their mouth on it.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Putting
kidding.
their
No,
mouth
I
on
fuck with
niggas.
Mike Tyson.
Hold up.
Then he sung to him at the end.
Then he serenaded that nigga at the end of the fight. He started saying, first of all, the nigga's British.
I think he from England, Manchester, England.
He English, but he was singing like some American song at the end of the day. Now I don't know.
Like with the anthem?
No, he was
American
singing some shit that only white people know. Something about
I wouldn't know.
cherry pie or something like that. 'Cause you know.
I think it's
like
from
pie.
American Pie or some shit.
No, I think that's what the
Cause I
song.
remember
called.
reading a caption or something online that said something like American Pie.
He was singing a song about pie, and you know, white people from America love cherry pie.
What? Because American Pie.
I thought that was common knowledge.
I don't like
Every
fucking
time,
cherry pie.
yeah. Are you white?
Oh well.
What the? Yo, white people in America love cherry pie with the crust cut out the middle for miscellaneous reasons.
The world may never know.
I'm not sure why they cut the middle out. I heard that it's warm in the middle.
Wait,
I don't know why they do it, but
that's
at
why.
the end of the day, he sung a song, an American song about pie. After Deontay Wilder came out to some Black Power shit. I don't know if it was racially motivated, but it
I don't
was
know.
misplaced.
Like I be feeling that, but it's like I ain't gonna say anything about that. You feel me? But because like you know, I don't know. I don't want to just be throwing up.
That's a
race
rabbit
cars,
hole.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
feel
rabbit
me?
hole.
So
We're trying to hit the vortex.
yeah, so
Trying to get on that.
But at the end of the day, you look the nigga last night.
I seen it too, and like his face,
He
he
was-
had
he was
all
loving
intent.
Like
He's
a
like,
goddamn
He was
reptilian.
he was loving that shit.
Like he had all
He
intent.
looked
Like he
like a-
looked
what you
straight.
call
He
him?
probably was looking at the fucking.
What you call these Jones?
the
He looked
ref.
like, he looked like a chameleon.
He looked like he was looking at the ref. Was like,
Yeah, he was like, he's like, did you take a point out?
I guess he paying him more.
In conclusion, in Fury versus Wilder 3, the rematch, well, the second rematch, I mean, I think that,
Three-peat.
I think that, like, Deontay Wilder is going to come back stronger. I think he's going to win. Simple as that. I just think that, like, he either need to, one, change his team, his training camp, or whatever.
Who you
Or-
recommend?
I mean, I don't know at this moment, but
Like me, Freddie Roach.
I don't know. But whoever that he work with, they need to work on, like setting him, like teaching him how to set up his power punch, like
Yeah.
through combinations. You know what I mean? Like not just just sniping. He need to like lose that mentality because obviously like fighters like Tyson Fury, they hit to that and that shit not gonna work. So like he need to start really setting up for that right hand. He need to start utilizing that left hook. You know what I mean? And he need to start putting his hands up.
So you either go to me or Michael John White. You want to learn how to fight. So no, but I mean, thank you for tuning in. This is Cap Couch.
Hold up. You say my shit.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, I think Deontay Wilder need to you know, try to learn how to box more. You know what I mean? By you know, the fighters know what I'm talking about. Box more, set up that power punch, you know what I'm saying? Change your camp or whatever. You know, because they got you looking like you wasn't fighting like how you fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you man look like a training dummy.
Yeah, and then that boy Tyson Fury stopped licking people's blood. It's weird.
That's weird.
That's some real
That's
good
nasty.
freak shit.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, and stop punching people in the back of their fucking head.
Yeah. You rather punch
I know you
me,
can't fight. You corny.
We gonna rather punch you. Or rap for Black History Month. You got a couple days to get your ass kicked out.
Yeah,
You got 5 days to be exact.
exactly.
But we gonna rather punch you. So I know, but I ain't playing though. But this Cap Couch, you know what I'm saying? You got
Jude, the Lionhearted.
Devain Indigo, and we got Blue Mountain in the building, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, you can follow us on Cap Couch. That's Cap CAP_Couch COUCH on Instagram and Twitter. I mean, y'all can send recommendations for any other topic y'all want us to talk about too. You feel me? So,
We talk about it all over here.
and we don't be capping. So sometimes. But stay tuned. This Cap Couch.
Cat couch.
What's up, everybody? You are now tuned in to Cap Couch. My name is Jude the Lionhearted,
My name Devain Indigo.
And this is Julius.
So the next year. Oh god.
Alright, so